Hello students, today we are going to start the next chapter of the 12th class, that is the reproductive health. So, first question arises, it is made of two words, what is reproductive and second is the health. What is the health? Yes, health according to WHO, that means World Health Organization, has given the proper definition of the health. Then what is health? Health is a total well-being of a person, physically, mentally and social aspect. If a person is physically, mentally and socially fit in each and every conditions, that the person should be able to take the right decision at the right time for the right future, that person is the healthy. But here question arises, reproductive health. It means if a person is having the well working healthy organs that work normally. Yes, the person is having the healthy reproductive organs which works normally, that means they are producing the gametes, functional gametes, and that leads to the formation of the healthy reproductive society and the healthy reproductive nation. Yes, that is known as the reproductive health. So in this chapter we are taking the consideration of the what are the problems which are arising in the reproductive health related problems, and what are the strategies that can be used to recover these problems. So first problem is the overpopulation. Yes, as you know, day by day population is going to be increased, and this increasing population will create the shortage of the food, space, employment, we can say medical facilities, education. Yes, if a person is able to take the consideration of the one child, yes, but the person is giving to birth through 6 to 7 children, that will leads to the sacrification of these facilities. Yes, that means person is not able to give a proper life and proper facilities to their children. So overpopulation is the main problem that is creating the reproductive health related problems. So if a person is not able to take the proper nutrition for their children, and person is not able to take a proper diet, that will leads to the number of diseases, also malnutrition and undernutrition related problems. Then how it is possible the reproductive organs will work properly and gametes are producing, that is a normal working. So what should be the strategy that can be used? Yes, family planning is the best way that can control the overpopulation. If a person can plan how the financial status the person is having and what facilities the person can give to its family and its children, according to that family planning should be there. Second problem is the in today's world awareness about the reproductive related aspects. Yes, most of the persons are not having any type of awareness that what is the reproductive organs, how we can take care of these organs, and what will be the impact if our reproductive organs will not work properly. Yes, persons should not aware about this because they are not taking in the consideration also that reproductive organs should be taken care of also. Yes, so government have taken the initiative point to take launch the reproductive child health care programs, that is RCH program. In this program government provide in the government hospitals that the person government facilities should be provided to the mother also who is giving to the birth to the fetus, and after the birth prenatal and postnatal care of the fetus should be keep in consideration. Yes, third is the person are not taking the today's world know everyone know about the sex education, but they are not giving the proper education to the children. Yes, it is necessary to give this education to the particular time, otherwise there will be myths will be created in the children's minds that will lead to the different paths to the children's. So the government also started giving to the topics or chapters in the little classes also, like in the 6th, 7th, then in the 10th also, then 12th also, just only to clean the concept of the sex education in the minds of children. So next problem is the person's knowledge about the birth control methods and care of the mother and child. Yes, in today's world most of the persons do not know about the contraceptive methods. Yes, as the population is increasing day by day, persons are not using the contraceptive methods which can control the populations, even not taking care of the mothers which are giving the birth to the fetus, and not taking care of the children also. That will lead to the number of disorders into the youngsters. Yes, these disorders, maybe some disorders are coming by the genetics, by genes, that is the hereditary disorders, but some disorders are occur after the birth also. So the parents should be take consideration about these disorders, what are the reason of these disorders, how we can prevent disorders, we can protect our children from these type of disorders. So next is the awareness about the social abuse. The persons should be, in today's world, should be educated and should have awareness. Then what are the sex related crimes, yes, that are prevailing in the societies today's world, and use of drugs and disuse of the drugs. Yes, we can say drugs at some point of view, these are required by the medical persons for giving to the patients, because at that time they need to inject these drugs into the body for the treatment also. But it does not mean the person will start to take these drugs frequently. Yes, it will be a misuse that will create a number of problems in the society and in the families also. So next is the sex abuse also. So these are the major problems that are related to the reproductive health. Now next topic is the human population explosion. Yes, as you know, the India, we can discuss about the India, because population is going to increase day by day, and that leads to the creating number of problems in today's world. As you know, 2 persons are giving, we can say 2 persons take birth in per second, and that leads to the 2 lakh persons are added in each day, and these 2 lakh persons leads to increase the 8 million person per month. Yes, and as a record, 70 million people are producing per year. If these 70 million people are increasing in 1 year, then you just imagine how this population is going to increase at tremendous rates. Yes, so what are the reasons for this human population explosion? Yes, there are 2 main reasons. Yes, decreased death rate of the MMR, that means mother maternity rate, and the infant mortality rate. Mother's mortality rate and infant mortality rate has been decreased in today's world. How? Yes, due to the control of the disease, because before, in the earlier time, there were not so good facilities of the medical facilities. Yes, that means at that time there will be number of diseases will be spread all over the world, that will cause to the number of deaths also. But in today's world, medical facilities has been increased that can control the number of diseases also. Better transport for the persons from one place to another place is, yes, today is available. Next is the education is also spread, that in today's world everyone just aware about what are the diseases, like the nowadays corona is going to be spread, so everyone just know what are the preventive measures that can take away from these diseases. Yes, so this is the awareness that normal persons are also having the knowledge of the how the diseases are spreading, what are the causes of the diseases, what are the means of the spread of the disease also. Next is the storage facilities. Yes, in nowadays food storage can be there, that means if the food is available all the years, because in the developing countries main problem is the availability of the food, but as the storage facilities is increasing these days, so it will provide the food, that means food can be available everywhere in every conditions. So these are the factors that leads to decrease in the death rate of the mother mortality rate and the infant mortality rate also. Second is the increase longevity. Yes, definitely these are the factors that will increase the age of the humans also. So what are the consequences of the population? Why we are studying this topic here? Yes, there are 3 type of consequences. One is socio-economic problem, second is the energy crisis, and third is the eco-degradation. Yes, as the population is increasing, social and economic problems will be there. That means there will be a shortage of the food. That means food does not mean that to fill the stomach. Yes, food means the food that will contain all the nutrients in a proper amount. That means balanced diet. Yes, that will contain all the nutrients that will require for the proper growth and development of the body should be present in the food. Yes, but it is not, if the population will be increased, it is not possible to provide the balanced diet to each and every person, and that will leads to the a number of disorders also. So next is the availability of the space. Yes, as the population will increase, increased population will require, yes, will require the more employment, and for more the employments there will be more infrastructure will be required, and as it will leads to the deforestation, and that will disturb the ecosystem. Another way you can say, as the population will increase, it will require the furniture, it will require the homes, it will leads to clearance of the areas. Yes, more space will be required for the living purpose. So this is also a social economic problem. Third, as the population will increase, population will require the employment, that means, and education, but it is not possible to give the good quality education to our childrens. Yes, if there will be the person is you just take an example, if a person is able to provide the good education, good facilities to two children only, but the person is having four children, can it is possible that person can provide such type of good quality education and the awareness or all the resources to all the four children? Yes, definitely it is not possible, because all those resources will be distributed among the four, and that can be giving to the only two. Yes, that will create the problem also. Next is that there will be a shortage of essential goods that should be distributed among the organisms. Next problem is the energy crisis. As the population will increase, there will be increase in the demand of energy also. Yes, there will be increase in demand of LPG. There is an increased demand of CNG. There is an increased demand of the fuel. For that fuel, deforestation will takes place. So energy crisis will be there, because you can say the natural resources are going to be decreased day by day, because population will be increased and the population will use most of the resources, as these resources will take long time to be formed, so it is not possible to make the natural resources again so fastly, as fastly they are declining. Yes, next is the eco-degradation. Yes, as you know, directly or indirectly, the as a population will increase, it will affect the ecosystem, or we can say environment, because increased population will produce the can cause the pollution also. That pollution may be air pollution, water pollution, soil pollution, yes, radioactive pollutions also. All these pollutions will leads to disturbance in the ecosystem, that will leads to the extinction of the species from the earth. Yes, next is the deforestation. Yes, as the population will increase, I have told you that it will require the more employment. For that, we require the more amount of infrastructures also. Yes, for that infrastructures, the human will need to clear the forest, and as the forest will increase, we can say forest will starts to decrease. It will create a number of problems like the global warming. Yes, greenhouse effects. Yes, decrease in the, you can say, ozone layer. Yes, these are the major problems that are the major concerns for the human beings in today's world, but persons are not taking care that in which directions the human beings are going on. It will create in problems in the coming future. Thank you, beta.